front in Phoenix. He never visited a single family in KwaZulu-Natal who was killed in that Phoenix. Same thing, he never visited your families. And so how do you start to defend this person? The question that you have to ask ourselves, who is he? And what is his agenda? And who is he representing? But already has told us that he represents those who've got properties in this country. And us who don't have properties must be killed because we will always remain suspects. And now there's only one thing that we're left with, is a conversation that, look, Mr. President, the land, the mind, everything that you see here in South Africa is ours, is our property. And now we're going to rise and protect it so that the kids can simply inherit not the body bags of their parents, but the wealth of this country. This is the only thing. Hence I am saying to you, the colonialism, the West, Abelung, you can romanticize it and say whatever. They will never stop killing us. Because our first interaction with them was through bayonets and guns. When they arrived here, they were not arriving for peace and everything, but they came with guns and bayonets, and so their mission was to kill us. And they're still doing it. And so when are we going to kill them back?
Good question.
And so when are we going to do the same thing so that we can protect our kids? So that our kids also can go to private schools. Because it seems as if blood is the one that makes you a full human being in this country. If you don't really go to war, literally, but I can assure you, it will be someone else who will be sitting there and have a memorial lecture of another massacre. And so we must stop that. We must draw the line. The Marikana massacre, through that blood, the line has been drawn. If there is another killing in mines, we are fools. We need not to blame anyone else except ourselves. Because as I said, the colonialism yabelungu, trust me, is brutal. And they survive with our blood. And now we have two hands to do the same. The third parties, we like to negotiate. Them, they don't negotiate. Them, they don't negotiate. They kill, and then they go on. And us, we must weep and do memorial lectures. That is nonsense. We must stop with these memorial lectures. They must also have their memorial lectures now. It can't be us. If it is good for us,
good for them too.
It must be good for them as well. They are human beings. We are human beings as well. If they are violent, what stops us to be? Why? Why not? But Martin, your son must be saved. I mean, you might be saved, but your son won't. Won't be saved, I can assure you. You can sit in the boardroom with them and try to find solutions. But then, trust me, we are a clown to them because Bona, they have a bigger picture on how to kill your son and how to enslave your son. We live in a slave and a master relationship.
Mercy.
Thina kufanele sibe yigqila zabo. Kufanele thina sibawashele ingane zabo, sibawashele amanapukeni, sibafide ingane zabo, sibaklinele ingadi. Sibenze zonke izinto bona bangafuni ukuzenza ingcolile. And do you think that person will ever give you a status or a power to be like him? Never. The sad part about us, South African natives, we are the ones who nurture these monsters. We care. We look after them. We give them love. We show them humanity at a tender age. We don't kill them. We smile at them. We sing lullabies. We kiss them in their forehead and then we say, I love him, Danam, as if you love your own child. But the same people, when they are adult, they come back and kill you. Meaning that you nurture for a snake.
Mercy.
And so what do you do with a snake? The sad part about us Africans is that we tend to be very emotional, peace-loving people, of which that is an indoctrination, because when it comes to justice, there is no love. Justice is justice. White people will teach you what is justice. Jay-Z at his age, sick and so forth, they put him behind bars. The Germans, through Nuremberg trial, even if you are 80, if you have killed a Jew, you must go behind bars. You see, in KZN, you utter a word, you go behind bars. But those who kill, they don't go behind bars. And so it means that the law in South Africa is for us, South African natives. It's not for them. They can kill you. They won't go to jail. When I will say a word, Utalibofu is supposed to keep on defending you. Just by uttering words, them by killing you, they don't go behind bars. A simple example, who's behind bars after the Marikana Massacre? Who is behind bars because of this Marikana Massacre? No one. That is a classical example.
Mercy.
That in South Africa, there is no justice. The law is meant for us, South African natives. But what they've done, the same people who killed our brothers and sisters, what they don't understand is that they create people who are angry. They deformed us. They divide. Once you kill someone's father, you make that child hollow. You make that child feel cold. And you make that child be resentful to the universe. And you make that child feel helpless. And when that child sees each and every day umawaki struggling to put meal at that day, to buy a uniform, to take him to school, they are creating abortions. But interestingly, they created prison for them. Meaning that your kid has been created a space where they can put him after they've killed his father. They are systematic. They think. They know the rite of passage. That I'll kill his father, he will become a Tsotsi, and then I'll send him into prison. That is the destiny of our kids. Nothing else. That is the destiny of our kids. Hence, I am saying, if we don't stand up and act the way they are doing things, we keep on crying. We must not cry anymore.
Hello.
We must not cry anymore. You know, Ubaba, I sent him a topic. He changed it. You know? And when I looked at it, there was soul in his topic. And there was kind of anger as well. Because, you know, when you say the blood still cries from the ground. Because lumfoino liyakhala. Kwakusho Abel came after blood for up. And Unkulunkulu himself, he said, there is vengeance. If you guys don't find any card, I can't because one piece.
Justice.
The color because it's for me justice. It's so Bakumbo. Just forget about 4,500, 2 million, money and so forth. I wish I was a lawyer. I was going to say, I don't want money. We want justice. You can't buy someone's soul, someone's blood with money. You can't. Because we are becoming objects. You kill a person, you create an RDP house. You kill a person, Neil come appear somewhere and you tell us about 4,500. You know, to show how Cyril and his Shandura was so inhumane. They were telling people that they would give 2 million to go and bury your loved ones. I will kill you and then I'll give you money. We are nothing. Can you imagine? You kill a person and then you say, here's 1,000 rand. Go and bury him. And then you ask, where's justice? And so I gave you 1,500, what else do you want? But I can assure you, if it was the white people who were killed, tomorrow,
Mercy.
the civil society movement will be asking for a death penalty. They will be asking for a death penalty. They will be saying, let's go to the International Court of Justice.
Yes, sir.
But why we have a president who killed? He agreed. It's an admission of guilty to say I will pay money. It's an admission of guilty to say I will come and apologize. Why we have to pay? Why we have to apologize for something that you have not done? And why the world is not frowning upon this man? Why the business people, they don't say we want justice in this country? Where is French Khan? Where is French Khan? Where is South African Council of Churches? Where are the defenders of democracy? Where is Safe South Africa? Why don't you take people who killed innocent people in Marikana and go to the International Court of Justice? Why not? So that we can see that South Africa is a country where justice is served. Why not? Why is supposed to be Dalimbofu alone who's supposed to move around trying to find justice, and you'll never find it?
It's not there.
Unfortunately, justice is being searched by a person who's not destined to receive justice, even himself. And so, it's a mirage what you are searching for, my brother. Unfortunately, it's a mirage. I have to tell you. And so, it's us who can honor the blood of our brothers. It's us, collectively as South African natives. We need to have a discourse, you must start in each and every province to say, how do we honor this blood? In a meaningful way. And that meaningful way is vengeance. There's no other way. It's true vengeance. Because vengeance in South Africa is justice. And so justice must be blind, must not see color. And the sword of that woman must go and kill those who are committing crimes in our country. That's all. That sword is meant for that.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else. The third part, before I conclude, is that, as I've said, not only the South African natives, but Africans, all of them, they think that the world or the universe is about peace and love. That's what they think. The world is not about peace.
Come on, sir.
Don't fool yourself. World is not about peace. World is about war. You only make peace after you have conquered.
Yes, sir.
That's why people can stay in Sentin after they've conquered. But if you have been defeated, or if you are defeated, you must go and stay in a shack. If you are a defeated nation, you must go and stay in a shack. And the sad part about being a defeated nation is that whatever wrong thing that is happening, you are the one to be blamed. You are the one to be blamed. It's your fault. It's true. The power station can blast. The first suspect, where were the black people? As we speak in ESCOM, because it's the raid, there was a blast, but there is sympathy. And we are told about faults and this and that. Can you imagine if the CEO was studying both? You see? Even today, we are told that both do not understand law.
Yes.
It's not because he's not understanding law. We are being judged by the color of your skin. It's simple as that. In South Africa, nothing else. We need not to sugarcoat. In South Africa, we are judged according to the color of your skin. It's simple as that. Your intellect is linked to the skin pigmentation, your skin pigmentation. Your prospects in life is linked to your skin pigmentation. Justice is linked to your skin pigmentation. And so we are here. And I've been here before. Not in the same forum, but in a different forum. Where black people, when they meet, it becomes a group counseling. We cry, we laugh, we cry, we laugh. And then we leave. We've been, even myself, where I grew up, I was telling Nimrod, I grew up in a township where the drains were flooded with blood of people because of IFP and UDF wars. That's how the system has created us, to be hollow human beings. We are empty. If they killed your husband, someone that you love, if they kill your father, if they kill your brother, you become empty. And it becomes more painful when you know that you have nothing to do. You can't do anything. And so the question, for how long? I've not seen Afrikaners, I've not seen whites converging under one roof talking about the massacre. I've not seen it here in South Africa. In Sharpeville, it was us.
Come on,
in
now.
Oibatong, it was us. In Pietermaritzburg, 6 days of war, it was us. In Lapis Demand, it's us. During TRC, it was us. And so the question is, for how long are we supposed to shed tears? For how long are we supposed to meet and talk about our pain when we know it very well who's causing that pain? We know who's causing that pain. Are we scared of him? If we're scared of him, let this meeting be a money-making scheme for them as well. If we're scared of them, we'll meet in the hotel, we'll eat muffins, bacon, tea, and then we'll go back home. Back to our poverty. And they will kill us again and give us a muffin. Because our life is worth breakfast and memorial lectures. That's the reality. They kill you, they sponsor you. And that is the most painful thing. Where you know very well about Massacre. One day, they will kill you. And they will sponsor with a banner. And then they will come and give a keynote address or a message of support. Can you imagine someone who kills you, he gives you a message of support?
I missed that one.
You invite him to give you a message of support. It was strange, I'm sorry. But for me it was strange. But when he was killing you, it was not in your support. But when you cry, and then he appeals, he gives you a message of support.
Yeah.
When he gives you a message of support, your brothers and your sisters are still the rock drillers. That's who we are. We are helpless, Bhagwan. We've not drawn the line. Let me advise you what you need to do. Because I've seen memorial lectures where people talk and then they leave. Let me advise you what you have to do so that you leave legacy here. It's not something that you need to be scared of. In Australia, they are doing it. The mining companies. That is the sad part. When they come into Africa, we must provide cheap labor, and then they go. If this man, I don't know where he appeared, but he was like God. If this man, because we only heard his voice. There's another symbolism, Yeah, you can't come here, we must communicate him through his voice, like that thing of Moses, that ever burning. They become a mystery, So interesting. You only hear the voice to say, I'll give you man, and then don't stress, I think to honor the Babwa, of which next year I know that they will be here, and the Abu Mama, they will be here, to protect their kids. We need to talk with this man or whoever.
Yep.
And tell them that, look, we want 50% as shareholders in the mining companies. We don't want 12,500 anymore. And it must be 50 plus 1.
For decisions.
No. Don't even be specific. Because if you are not going to do that, that 12,500, trust me, is nothing today, is 100 rand. And so if your struggle is still going to be 12,500, living wage, this and that, you are fooling yourself. I wish when you meet, you can say, in order to honor the blood of our brothers,
Ownership.
we are not going to move. Their blood is our line. We want 51 plus ownership. If Baba, if you have done that, and you die for that, let me tell you something. The next and the next generation,
Yes, sir.
your name will be engraved in their hearts. We have already started. You carry the blood, it's in your hands. Their soul is in your hands. You are an embodiment of them. You represent those people who died in Marikana. We have nothing to lose except to be disowned by them. And so the only way to honor them is to say, on behalf of these women, on behalf of a rock trigger who's beneath or who's underneath, we need 50 plus 1. That is the only way, Baba. Not living wage, because you never live to 12,500. You'll never. Let me give you a practical thing. You flew me here. The flight is about 3,000 and something, a one way. And so a return is about 6,000 to 7,000. And the hotel is about 2,000. And so almost to 15,000 that you have spent for me to come here. And so can you imagine for me to be here for 2 days, just traveling, I've spent 15,000. 15,000 rands, that's the reality. What about the Umama Kaya, Ukfanela 3,500, and with that 3,500 must sustain himself and his kids for the whole month. And what about you still fighting for 12,500? Remember about what I'm saying when you fight for that 2,500, about that 12,500, that Xolani once he told us that for 2 days coming here, he spent about 15,000, of which I can assure you, you have not. And so let's use this 15,000 for a good cause. Let this 15,000 be 50 plus 1. Nothing else but 1. I know you are scared, guys. That's why I'm sure. That's why I'm sure you are scared. Because you know that you'll be battered and you'll be killed. But Martin, it's better to be killed.
Fighting.
Run to be killed. Compromising. Boma, I hope uthi abantwana emakhaya nani, I know uthi sengiyabona, I know uthi nithwele kanzima kakhulu, but ngizocela ukubonga i-amkhulu ukuthi ngazi ukuthi lapha nalapha iyasifaka isandla, yize noma kuyisandla esifishane but iyazama. But imba iphelile. Mawukhona anything engenzeki kahle from now on, you understand ukuthi abantu ababazobe bengayenzi leyo nto amanitazeni, because your husband, your brothers and your uncle sacrifice themselves for them to proceed and fight. And so, Baba, I hope you will see, when you look at the Marikana, you'll understand the task that you have. And that task is a very simple one. Be honest to them. When it's tough, be honest to them. Because through honesty, they will find comfort. When you are being defeated, be honest to them. Because through honesty, they will find comfort. There is nothing painful than a suspense. Telling them that things will be okay, where you know it very well that things are not going to be okay. It's better to tell them that this burning still water is defeating us, oh man. We are washing our hands. So that even yourself, you can have peace, and you can have peace. Thank you.